If you clicked on this video, then you are an ambitious hustler that wants to get to the next level. And in this video, we're going to go over the 5 things that it actually takes to become a millionaire in 2026 going into 2027. Number 5 is the one that's actually going to get you there the fastest. So make sure that you watch till the end. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. So I want to start off by telling a couple stories. Number 1, my whole life, ever since I can remember, the biggest goal I ever had was I have to make $1 million. It seemed like such a big, hairy, audacious goal. And in 2026, with inflation and all the technologies that we have, it's actually not that much money, and it's really not that complicated. There is a million billion ways to do it. You could do it really in so many ways now. There's more options than ever. So I want to refer a book called Acres of Diamonds. And this is a true story. Told by a pastor. Maybe it's one of those fables, but it's been around a long time. So there was this man, and he was a wealthy man by every considerations of the time. Think about Babylon time, right? He had camels, livestock, he had a farm, he had land, he had family, lots of children. He was wealthy by every means. And one day, a trader, a priest came by and showed him, hey, check out this diamond. And he told them about the value of it and how incredible and how much value it was, and he was blown away by it. And that night, he went to bed a poor man. Not because he didn't have more than enough, but because he was focused on lack. And so he woke up, I don't know how much time later, eventually he was like, okay, I'm going to go after diamonds. And he liquidated, he sold his farm, his livestock, all of his stuff. He asked his neighbor to watch over his family, and he took off. And he searched the world for diamonds, and eventually he ran out of money, and he was so ashamed of himself and ashamed of what he's done and that he never became, found what he was looking for, that he jumped off a cliff into the ocean, like, those big crashing cliffs, and was never heard of again. He just was gone. And then, meanwhile, the person that bought his his farm had a river and a valley. It was a beautiful farm. The person who bought it actually found this cool, obscure-looking rock. Huge, biggest diamond they've ever found. He didn't know it was a diamond. He put it on the mantle, and he was like, this is really cool. And then the next, whenever the priest came back and was like, wow, where did you find this diamond? And he's like, dude, that's not a diamond. I just found it in the river. And he's like, no, this is a diamond. It's the biggest diamond I've ever seen. So he took it, checked it out, and verified that it was a diamond. And turns out, he's like, where did you find this? Take me. And he took him to the river. There was those rocks everywhere. He didn't think they were anything special, right? And it was just filled with diamonds. And that same farm that man sold turned out to be the biggest African mine in today's day and age that produces over 80% of the world's diamonds. Crazy, right? So the moral of the story is that there are acres of diamonds. And when you define acres of diamonds, what are they, right? Like, acres is like, you think about what an acre of diamonds, like unlimited billion-dollar wealth. You hit the lottery 10 times. Unlimited resources, right? There's acres of diamonds in your very own backyard. The moral of the story is, right? Like, you don't have to go out into the world and look for something that isn't there. You likely have that opportunity right in your backyard, exactly with what you're doing in this moment in time. So now let's get into the 5 principles that you need. Number 1 is an acquisition system. And this could be done many ways, right? Like, there's door knockers, there's marketing campaigns, there's however you acquire new customers. And if you need help with marketing, any type of that stuff, make sure you follow the YouTube channel. That's all I talk about is marketing for beginners. So an acquisition system, a way to predictably get customers. That's number 1. Number 2 is you have to have an incredible product or service. Because if you have an acquisition system and you're getting customers, but the product and service is no good, it's only a matter of time before you're not going to have business. Eventually the market gets hip to it and you lose customers, and it's hard to survive. So you have to have an incredible product or service. Just do the best you can at whatever it is, and make sure if it's a product that it's the best possible that you can engineer it. If it's a service, give them the best service they could possibly receive in the market, because you can't get away from that. You can't get away from it. You have to have a good product or service. The fundamentals. That's number 2. Number 3, you need to have human capital, a great team, right? Like you need people, because eventually you're not going to be able to do the acquisitions, fulfill, run the team, service all the clients. Like you can't do it all by yourself. You need to have a great team, which then again, I guess number 3 could be encompassed as leadership. Like you need to be able to motivate, lead a team, and have them deliver the same quality service that your business stands for, right? And keep that really high top tier level of product or service. So a team, you need people, you need to be able to really lead a group of people, treat them right, treat them fairly, and have that energy communicated all the way to the consumers. And number 4, once you have all of those things, is you need volume. You have to have the volume. Like people misunderstand the amount of service to people that you're going to have to serve. Like think about how many cups of coffee Starbucks serves every day. And not that you have to be $1 billion company or anything, but think about the amount of people you have to touch to make millions of dollars. It's not a gazillion, right? It's not like Starbucks or like anything crazy like that, but you have to do a lot of volume. You have to do more volume than you could physically do yourself. You can make a great 6-figure living and be a solopreneur and be, your own boss and own your own job and do your own thing and make multiple 6 figures. I did it for many years. To cross that $1 million threshold, you need to do a significant amount of volume. How much volume depends on the level of your product. If your product costs $10,000, then you need less volume. If your product costs $1,000, then you need 1,000 people, right? Like if your product's 1,000, then you need 100 people. If your product is $100, then you need 10,000 people. Whatever the metric is, depends on your product and your service, how many people you have to serve, right? Like the volume cannot be discounted. That's something that I really didn't understand for a long time, is how many people we had to serve. Now that I'm super clear on it and how many people we actually serve, I could totally see it. And before we get to the 5th thing, I just want to touch base on that. A lot of people are always throwing around like, oh, become a millionaire, do $1 million things. And it seems like it's this larger than life number. At least it was for me, right? It seemed like it was so big and so far away, and there wasn't enough things, like I didn't comprehend it. And now like being there, it's not that difficult. It's not that hard. I'm not that smart for sure, right? And if I could do it, you certainly can do it. So I just wanted to you to understand that it's not impossible. It's not so far-fetched. And with AI and technology nowadays, it's very simple. It might take you 10 years, right? It took me 10 years to discover the skill set of all these things and to do it efficiently to really take it to that. But the actual recipe is really simple. It's not very hard. It's acquisition, great product or service, an incredible team to handle that, and then volume to be able to serve thousands of people to get to the millions of dollars. And number 5, if you like this content, is you have to join our community. The PodPlace community is an incredible place for entrepreneurs, people starting podcasts that talk about content creation, marketing. There's courses in there. And just by joining the community, you get 1 hour a month free filming in this exact studio. So it's such a no-brainer offer. You get 1 hour of filming of content in this exact studio, this exact equipment, all of this content that you could use completely for free simply by signing up to the community. You get weekly coaching calls from me and our staff and people that are doing it at a really high level every single week. You get courses that show exactly how we run our operations that we've learned over the last 8 years and is continually improving the current things we're doing. And number 5, you get access, or 4, whatever number that is, you get access to entrepreneurs that are doing things at a really high level. So the people inside the community are podcasters, so you could get featured on their podcast. If you're looking for podcast guests, this is a great community to find podcast guests. So if that sounds intriguing to you, click the link in the bio. I'll leave it there for you. And there is a price to it. It's $150. I know you were thinking it was going to be $10,000. I know coaches and consultants that have similar offers with less value, not having access to a studio like this that charged $20,000 a year. So you could get access to all of this for $150 a month. It's really insane considering that our regular studio sessions to be in here, our average ticket price is $300 and our entry level is $180. So to be able to get a free studio session to make content just like this video for $150 plus the community, plus the coaching calls, plus the free session, to me is an incredible value add. So if you like this video, make sure you check out the community and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.